guys, here we go into a video. First off, I want to say that I don't really want to talk about the results of the fight. And one thing I forgot to mention um, in my post-fight reaction video, the fight was fantastic. Canelo did what he needed to do to win. Um, whatever else happened. But Canelo fought a great fight. Like, we can't take that away from him. Um, I think Triple G fought a great fight as well. It just wasn't the fight that everyone expecting him to fight. Um, but anyway, it was a great fight, and I don't want to talk, and I don't want to have anybody mention anything in the comments section about who won the fight or talk about robberies. I only want to talk about boxing from here on out, about the Golovkin and Canelo. So let's keep it civil in the comments. Nobody fighting or arguing or Mexican pride or Kazakh pride or, you know, let's just keep it civil. Let's keep it about boxing. And we're going to be kind of highlighting in this video um, a little bit about what Canelo did to have success in the fight. And I noticed some like really fascinating stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get into the video right away. And I'm at Starbucks right now. I usually go to my car, but there's nobody here, and I'm fucking exhausted. I got like 3 hours of sleep. But anyway, let's get into the fight. Um, so right away, we've got Canelo coming forward, right? And he shoots the jab. And what did we learn from the first fight? Every single time Canelo shot his jab, Triple G would come back with the right hand. Now, what he does here, and now see how he gives it a little roll right here? He comes forward and he rolls. He's expecting the right hand to come. Now, someone in the comment section of my training video pointed out um, that his coach, Reynoso, was taking the punch shield and he was rolling it around Canelo. And Canelo would roll it like this and come back with the hook and the right hand. And as you see right here, this is um, exactly what he was training for. He was training to roll the right hand, and he was expecting it. But Triple G wasn't biting, you know. Now he shoots the jab here, gives him another little roll again. Just watch it again. You can see how he's waiting. He's trying to roll under that right hand if it comes, but it's not coming for some reason. So he makes an adjustment, and he just comes in and then doesn't wait for the right hand, and then comes in, right? Throws the hook to the body. He misses, right? And he's like, what can I do? How can I worked so hard on this technique. It's a great technique. It's a great strategy, a great game plan. So what does he do? He starts coming forward and he starts jabbing with Golovkin, thinking it's going to be the same. He's going to just be able to walk in, just like the last scene. But Golovkin starts jabbing with him and catches him, kind of keeps him in his tracks, right? And then now Canelo says, okay, so I've got him punching with me. So he shoots the jab. He knows that Golovkin's going to punch with him, and he throws the hook instead. And he goes for the hook upstairs. Instead of going to the body, he throws the hook upstairs to time Triple G with the... Um, some people are staring at me. With the jab. Then in the next scene, we have him saying, okay, so he's jabbing with me. He's not using the right hand instead, so he's looking to make an adjustment. Oh, that's what the clip was. I lost my train of thought. Instead of working around the right hand, coming off the jab, he's working off of the jab from his own jab, making an adjustment. Now, he's looking, as you can see, he's looking to get to the inside of that jab, baiting as you watch Triple G lean forward, and Triple G feints him a couple of times, feint, and then he predicts that that's going to be the time that he jabs, but he miscalculates, and gets caught with the jab. And he comes out in the second round, the same way. Look at him trying to time the jab, slip to the inside. Triple G is catching him, after somebody makes like very common in boxing, right? Right after you slip or you commit to an action, you come straight up, and that's how you get knocked out. There's actually a fantastic video on Jeff Horn doing that. Some guy does that to him, and the guy comes up straight up like this, and then Jeff Horn just knocks him out. But defensive responsibility, Canelo kind of getting stuck in his tracks right there, and getting timed by Triple G. But then immediately making an adjustment or going back to his jab, and then sees that Triple G is jabbing with him again. So the next scene, he's going to come forward, he shoots the jab, he sees that Triple G is jabbing with him, now that he's got him jabbing with him and not throwing the right hand. Because remember, all this started by him trying to roll the right hand to get to the body, right? But now he's worked his way into figuring out what adjustments Triple G has made, And now he's going to go from working around the right hand to land the body shot, to slipping after he shoots the jab, to landing the left hook to the body. And look at the old timey kind of technique that he has. Look at how so much better his hips are when he's throwing. Look at how far his hips come. Just much better punch technique. Just like we talked about in the lead up to the video, I wouldn't be surprised if he was able to hurt Triple G or keep Triple G off of him just with the power of his shots, and showing much better punch technique. To be honest, looking much more fluid. But again, doing a great job of making an adjustment and fighting off of Triple G's jab. Um, and more importantly, using the information from his own jab, because he thought the information was going to be his right hand, right? He thought, oh, Golovkin always does right hand off the jab, so let's work off that, right? But Golovkin made an adjustment, and Canelo showing that he's very smart. He studied the first fight, very well, and he made his own adjustment. And then we get to the situation where now he's shooting the jab, and now he's just getting his gloves up. And just remember those scenes where he was slipping to the outside, and getting timed by Triple G? Well, this time he's able to time Triple G perfectly, and then coming with the body shot, working off of Triple G's jab without even having to bait Triple G's jab out with his own jab. Great technique, a great strategy for getting to Triple G's body early, um, and maybe making Triple G more wary of throwing his jab in the first place. But a fantastic fight. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this one, focusing on um, tactics, focusing specifically on specific punches that landed, and strategies that they used to land these specific punches. Because to be honest, this was a pretty big brawl. Just like I talked about in the first fight was really weird, the first few rounds, because it was fought off of Canelo's timing, where he would lean on that front foot. And it created a weird dynamic, not only for scoring, but for each fighter's fighting and the information that they had. And I talked about that was going to be no feeling out process in this fight. That's exactly what it was. They just got straight to the boxing, straight to the patterns, um, and they didn't stick with any patterns for too long in this fight. So, but I've only watched it 1.5 times. I've only seen the first 6 rounds the second time. After I finish making this video, I'm gonna go back and watch the last 6 rounds, and enjoy myself. And yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.